everyone. Welcome. Good evening. Facebook, how you doing? Instagram, how you doing? We're all here. We're here. And this is Ask Melissa Wednesday. But today's topic is how to plan an epic kids' birthday party. And I'm so excited you can join me this evening for this broadcast. So if you're coming in, please invite and share because sharing is caring. And I would totally appreciate it. So for those who don't know who I am, my name is Melissa Jakes. I am CEO and founder of Rescue Event Planning, and I am also known as the Olivia Pope of live events. And I get it done and it's handled. That is my expertise. In the midst of stress, I get it done. So that's the most exciting thing about event planning, that you have this big chaos and you can get a whole bunch of things done, right? So that's what I do. So every Wednesday for Instagram world, like this is totally new for you, but for Facebook, this is like our time that we come together on Wednesdays. So, hey, thank you for joining. So make sure when you're coming in, like say, hey, how are you doing? And let me know where you're from. I want to know exactly where people are viewing from. So that would be totally awesome if you could. So tonight is very special to me because this is for planning for my daughter's 4th birthday party. And so it's so exciting because, it's your child, right? It's like, I can't believe she's almost 4. Like, I feel like she was born yesterday. I know that's like such a cliche saying, but literally, as I was going through pictures, I saw her growth. I saw how she developed, was able to walk and talk, and her gestures and her personality just blossom. And so we're so excited, totally excited to be planning for this. And birthdays are special to me because, every year that you're able to celebrate a birthday, you're just thanking God that you made it, because some people do not make it to their next birthday. So we make sure that we really celebrate our birthdays in our family. So that's totally important to us. Thank you, D. Curry. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Alicia, how are you, girlie? I know you're coming along as well. So I'm going to give you sneak peek and secrets of, just going to turn you a little bit, Instagram. Sneak peek and secrets of what I'm planning for my daughter. Some things she knows, some things she doesn't know, some things, unfortunately, because we live in the same house, as I'm doing crafts late at night, she might be involved in them, or she might see mommy doing them. So I'm going to give you guys some back secrets, all that stuff of how we're planning it. And then her birthday's on Sunday. And so I'll probably go live to show you guys some things in action, like how it all was all put together, right? So today I'm going to show you all the bits and pieces on how to do that. And then, for the day of, you want to make sure that you have a photographer to capture this beautiful moment, not only for me, I'm definitely grateful to have these pictures to show my daughter, like, and for what, what your birthday party was about, but also a business side is able to showcase my expertise, okay? So before I get started, I just want to, hey, thank you for joining. Make sure people are on, you're tuned, are you ready? We are ready. So the first thing is, I love to get children involved because especially around 4, 5, 6, they get so happy and excited about what their theme of their party is going to be and who they're inviting. And so my daughter has like such a bubbly personality. So when we asked her what she wanted for her birthday, her first response was a Happy Helpers dance party. Now, for those who don't know what Happy Helpers are, and these might be my folks who aren't a mom, or if you are a mom or father, your child is like way past this stage. So Happy Helpers is like a spinoff of a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. So, there was just Mickey Mouse. Then there was Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Then after Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, there was the Happy Helpers. That's with Minnie and Daisy, where they go around to the different friends, Goofy, Donald Duck, Mickey, some other new added characters, like a Rooster's in there as well, whichever. But they have problems. And so the Happy Helpers go and they help their friends through their trials and tribulations of whatever this utopia world is, right? So she's totally into Minnie because she loves the pink, she loves the bows, and then she's totally into Daisy because that's like her sidekick in a sense. And then they have this little bird called Kukuloka. So my first dilemma was, I don't think people really even know what this is, and are there products for that? So that's the first thing when you're talking to your child and trying to get brainstorming, like, what should I do for their birthday? You know, TV shows definitely do kind of steer that, but kind of seeing what the market is. The other thing is, I looked up on Pinterest, and I do this for my clients as well. I see how I try to get a board together on Pinterest and really just see how this is going to work. So I put Happy Helpers in. Surprisingly, there were products for it, but there was more Minnie Mouse than Daisy and Kukuloka. So that was fine because she was into Minnie anyway. So I got a board. I thought of a color scheme. With Minnie, she can come in various different colors. She can come in light pink, like a baby pink. She can come in more of a hot pink, and she can also come in red. So we need to figure out what type of color scheme am I going to do, right? So that was important as well. So I decided on more of a softer pink versus a harsh pink because I can do a lot of things I already had in my repertoire, the works, right? So Pinterest gave me great ideas. So I always encourage my clients, send me some pictures, send me some ideas of what you're thinking of, because that gets into your head. That gets me, I'm able to get into your head to kind of figure out, okay, I know what direction to go into. I see the vision. Some people are not able to see the full picture. They have to physically be in the room and put things up to see it. So you got to kind of figure out what type of person you are if you're doing this as a DIY project. For me, I say send me pictures. I'll send you some back, get your feedback, and then my juices are flowing. I can really see the room put together with a couple of items in my hand. So that's just one of, I guess, the gifts, you call it, that I was given. So, right, you have your themes. Mine's is Minnie Mouse Happy Helpers Dance Party. And some of the parents, I think, were looking at me like I was crazy when I was going to my daughter's school, like a dance party for a 4-year-old. But again, you guys, it's going to be simple. Kids Bop. We're going to put Kids Bop on. We have our speakers, and we're good to go. Like, we're not doing a DJ. I wouldn't, some people want to do a DJ. That's really more for the adults, let's be honest. But Kids Bop will do just fine for kids. They don't care there's a dead space between that first song and second song. Now, a pet peeve of mine is we're not going to have those commercials playing. So we're going to make sure we probably buy for the day on Pandora or XM series, since I already have a subscription for it, and make sure that those commercials don't come in, when the music is playing and then the commercial comes in even louder than the music. So make sure you don't have that going on with your music. So I am having 6 guest tables and then a head table for all the kids. And so for their table, it's going to be a little bit special. So Party City always has, plates always for sale, like buy one plate, get another one 50% off, or especially on their cups, or it's like buy one cup, get one free, right? So look on the deals and the coupons you can get before you go into the store, or you can order online and ship it to you, whichever. People's life is busy. So I'm an order online girl, but some things I have to go into the store, and that's totally fine. So this is an idea, right? So they have on Etsy, they have a printout of the bow. And I just printed this out on cardstock. I taped this for now, but I'm going to use dots. And for my crafters, you may know this, Scotch and some other brands came up with dots, where it's like a very thick piece of adhesive. And you're able to just put a little dot and boop, it can stick to the wall. It's sturdier than just double-sided tape. So I'm gonna, just for today, I kind of just put tape on the back and little double-sided tape right here, but I'm gonna put dots. But so this is gonna be at the kids' table. So as you can see, this is just a regular old plate from Party City, didn't cost me much. And I printed this on cardstock from Etsy. So when you're at the table, the kids, they come up, they're like, oh my gosh, it's Minnie Mouse. But that's my plate. My food is very simple as well. I'm doing pizza. I'm having chips and dip, a fruit platter, and the fruit, I'll leave that for pictures. That's gonna just be too cute. I'm doing a little extra with that. Goldfish, little snacks, and I'm gonna have a dessert bar. So Lido's Pizza is the winner. Kids love pizza, and you really just can't go wrong with that. We'll have a salad for some of the adults who want to be kind of healthy, but still have a little piece of pizza and the chips and dip. And again, the party's only 2 hours. We're not here to feed them. The party's only between 2 and 4, so it's right before dinner time. So it's not like I have to provide dinner food. So I'm at a good space where you can keep that food budget down a bit, right? So this is what their plate's gonna look like. So let me know if you totally like this idea. This is pretty simple. You have a home printer, put this through the printer. Facebook, if you can see, put this through your printer on cardstock. Then you just tape it to the back or use the dots. If you can see that, and use the dots. And this is so simple. You have this on your table, pop, and you're ready to go. And already you're transforming the room on the table of a uniqueness that really didn't cost you too much. So this is one of the ideas that we're doing. So totally cute, right? Awesome. So she's gonna have a blast with that, or they're gonna have a blast. So on the head table, I'm putting more of my decor and stuff on that because it's more like special for them. So I have this green ball. I forgot what these are really called, but I'll call it my green ball, whichever. And I'm gonna have this actually on a vase, and small vase. I'm gonna have 2 of them, and it just brings another element of decor for the table. So you have the Minnie Mouse ears that you can get on Amazon. I definitely would get them on Amazon because you can get more for your buck than like on Party City, because for one it's like $4, and I got a whole pack for like $7. So, and a pack of 12 at that. So Amazon is your win for that, right? And you just put it on there. You're gonna snip at least the tag off. And you can easily tuck this in because most likely I might use these balls for my business. But for you guys, you may want to hang it up in your house around springtime. I got this at Michael's. Spring stuff was on sale, so this was perfect for me. But this is just going to be a little elevated on their table, so it gives the table a bit height on there. So this is just going to be another extra piece. Again, simple. This was on sale. I think it was like 80%. So I got it for like $4. And so, yeah, it's simple, right? Okay, perfect. So that's that. The other thing is each kid is going to have their own Minnie Mouse ear or Mickey for the boys. So I'm going to have these on the table. This is like their favorite, so they can feel like they're really in the theme. They're enjoying it. They're getting it. And so, I'll leave it on for the presentation. So I can get in the spirit of Minnie Mouse. Oh my gosh. It's almost like bringing Disney to Maryland. So every kid will get one of these at the heads table. Now my older kids, they're gonna get the sweets. They're probably gonna love the sweet table more than all of this stuff. The other thing is activities. So I only have 2 hours, right? And so I have special guests arriving. I have Minnie Mouse and Daisy arriving at 2:30. So for the first 30 minutes, I want to have like the music going off. They want to dance. That's when guests are arriving. Some people might be a little late. So they had little activities at Michael's. And so these are the felt pads with coloring. So I'll take them out and put them on the table and spread them out so kids can do something. So for Instagram, you can see that. Facebook, you can kind of see that. Sorry, the light is like totally there. But this is just ideas to get the kids, involved when they're already excited. They're going to see all that decor. They're going to see the music. They're going to see their friends and be totally excited. So that's just to kind of keep those kids who are maybe a bit older, like, I really don't care for this. Because, you always have those kids that are there, right? Okay. So the other activity we're going to do while we wait for Minnie and Daisy to come is pin the bow on Minnie. And so it's just like pin the tail. I think every generation just comes up with more and more things. Back in the day, it was pin the tail on the donkey. But now everything's pin this on the clown and all the stuff. So this one is pin the bow on Minnie. So I want to go back to this. I'm not a good bow maker, nor am I a great drawer, right? But I need to make bows. So I printed out an extra one and I cut out this bow to trace it on gold paper, cardstock. So for Facebook, sorry, it's shimmery. I know it kind of look weird. However, so I traced it and then cut it out. So I have my perfect bow. And then the board is too big, so I didn't bring it up here. But then basically, again, this will have a glue dot. We spin them around. We're not blindfolding. I'm not into that. But we'll spin them around like 3 times, and they'll feel a little woozy, and they'll try to pin the bow on Minnie. And we'll have a little, after they pin it, I'm able to kind of pencil the person's name next to it so we know who got the closest, right? So this is another interactive game where kids are like enjoying after they eat pizza. And so what helps is you're not waiting until the night before your child's party. I've done like this weekend, Labor Day weekend was perfect because I was able to get some prep work done in between all my other clients. So making a lot of prep work and organizing stuff and your packing to put this up for the event definitely helps you for that. Hey guys, thank you for joining. When you come in, let me know where you're from, where you're viewing from. Hey, I'm going to wave to some folks on Instagram world. Yay, I look cute with my mini. So what's the next thing? Yes. The other thing is I didn't feel like hiring a photo booth. Like it's the 4th birthday party, right? But guess what? Amazon has like everything. So here is a 6 foot by, what is this by? I think it's 6 by 4 or 6 by 3. It might be a 6 by 3, but a 6 foot tall, maybe 3 inches wide, or maybe 4, whichever. It'll work because they're kids. They're not going to be taller than 6 foot. My husband might just be at the top of that, but that's totally fine. This is more for the kids, not him. So it says happy birthday, and this actually stuck to the theme of happy helpers. So it has Daisy and it has Minnie on there. So that worked out because that sticks with the theme of happy helpers. And it also comes out with the props to hold up. So it has Minnie, Daisy, there's Kukaloka. I think Felix is the cat's name. Gabby would tell me the proper names. But we're going to put this again, use the same dots. You can get them at Michael's, you can get them at Joann's, any craft store you can get them from. And we're going to put them on the back and able to put on the wall. The dots don't peel tape. It's very easy to come off, but it holds up whatever it's holding. So that's why I love using dots. A lot of people don't realize dots are used for wedding invitations a lot. Because it's just so sturdy to hold up that paper. So I'm going to use the same thing here, put a couple of dots, boom, we're done. Because I only have 1 hour to set up. So usually for that, you need a team. So we have godmothers, we have grandma, and we have a couple other people helping to make sure I'm able to direct folks to put this up within the hour time we have. So, but this is great because if you can't afford a photo booth person, this is your selfie booth. And you have the parents take the pictures, and the kids are going to be walking around and running around with these things, and they're going to so love it. Hey, Andrea, thank you for joining. So this is a great alternative. This probably only cost me, I think, about $11. There's your backdrop, have a selfie. The other thing that's coming back is a Polaroid. So you can have the Polaroid up and take the Polaroid pictures. But, we're all on social media. We love the pictures. We're able to send it right to like a Walmart, a Kinko's, whatever, to print your prints out. So using the cell phone will work as well. So that's another fun activity that we're going to do with the kids. I wanted some confetti for my dessert table. I'm not sure if you can kind of see this, but it's Minnie Mouse confetti. So I'm going to use that to sprinkle it on the table just to bring some pizzazz. The other thing is on my dessert table, I've waited a minute for this. I'm so excited. Sometimes when the birthdays come around for those event planners, like, oh my gosh, and I'm so sorry you were stressing. I hope the party went awesome, though. I really hope the party went awesome. Yes, girl, you should have hit me up. Put it at least in a console if I'm not in your area. But this is a Ferris wheel for cupcakes. So on your dessert table, when people are like, oh my gosh, the sweets table is just so awesome. it's because of elements like highs and lows give you a lot of stuff without spending a lot of money. Like I'm only doing cupcakes and I'm doing a mini cake. I'm gonna have like gummy bears. I think we're gonna do our own Oreos dipped in like pink frosting, stuff like that. So things that we can quickly do. But as far as what I paid for, I'm only doing cupcakes, Minnie Mouse cupcakes, and the cake, because I think that's enough sweets. A lot of kids like candy or like grab-and-goes, and the adults love them too. Anyway, so this brings another element of the Ferris wheel cupcake. And I'm so excited to open this up because I'm also then able to use it for my business after and rent it out for your dessert table. So I'm excited. But the big finale of all of this is a project that I've been working on, and I said I'm going to do this. I saw this girl, I will give her credit. I saw her do this on YouTube, and I said, oh, I could totally do this. She did this for her first daughter's birthday party. But it's okay. Gabby's turning 4. And so the centerpieces, I talked about the centerpieces for Gabby's table with this and the ears, right? But for the 6 other tables, this is what we're going to do. Oh, isn't it beautiful? It's glittery. It's shiny. It's awesome. And I made it myself, and so can you. So can you. Hey, Hazel, thank you for joining. Oh my gosh. So let me tell you, it really is not that hard. It's time consuming, but it's not that hard. So let's break this down. These are styrofoam balls, okay? I'll put it on this side so Instagram can see too. So these are styrofoam balls. This I think is a 6-inch, and that's then 3-inch. So you want to make sure, it's proportionate. So Minnie doesn't look all crazy. And then what I did was spray paint the styrofoam balls. You're going to have to do several coats. So one day was just my spray painting day. So you just spray paint, let it dry, and it dries very fast because it's styrofoam. You're going to hear it kind of like, I guess, whatever, crinkle or whatever, but just spray paint it. Make sure you get your coats. The other thing is I use the dowel and spray paint it for the big one. Now for these, the small ones, you're going to need gloves so you can spray paint because it's hard to do that. The other thing is I made a little station with cardboard box with toothpicks and kind of put them there so that I have like a stand for them, and I spray painted that. So that helped me out a lot. So after spray painting, then you use adhesive spray. So some people, for all my crafters, they may use Mod Podge. That totally didn't work. But there is, I think it's by Scott, or Elmer's. I think it's by Elmer's. There's adhesive spray. I used it for a fabric project I was doing. And so the adhesive spray, it gets sticky, and then you use black glitter. So that's what's giving you that shimmer, the black glitter. And then after that, you let it dry. You take the dowel out, you put the hot glue inside, then you put the dowel back in, so you're good to go. Same thing with the toothpicks. These have toothpicks in them into there. Make sure you put the hot glue inside, then put the toothpick, and then put hot glue outside of there, and put them onto the styrofoam. So the debate right now between my husband and I is that he loves this, right? Oh, sorry, I'm forgetting about the pot. So this is I might say the name wrong, terracotta pot. So your orange pot that you usually use or you see for like a couple of cents, get these from like Lowe's or Home Depot. It's cheaper than like Michael's that you see in the craft store. But because spring stuff was on sale, I did get this for like 20 cents or so. So this is your regular, you get pink paint, paint it up, acrylic paint, of course, and then you put this ribbon on. So I'm keeping with the theme. So the debate is that this is, again, I'm using that same bow that we saw for our plate. The same bow that we saw for our plate. I cut it out. I did it front and back. So in case somebody else is on the other side of the table, they're not just seeing a blank piece of bow. And And I stuck it in. I said, this might save me some time. However, my husband feel like it looks cheap. So I want your opinion. Because thank you, Blossom Catering. Thank you so much. So I am not a bow maker. Again, I'm totally not a bow maker, right? But my mother is a seamstress. So she's really good at that. So I gave her ribbon to do. So I'm going to compare it from having this paper bow to having an actual ribbon bow and see the difference. I know for time-wise, this will just save me some time because fabric bows is going to be kind of difficult to get into styrofoam, right? So that is just one thing to know. But overall, I'm very happy with my project. I totally love it. And for the bottom here, how you get this in here, right? How do you make it stay? One, I put rocks at the bottom, and then I put a styrofoam again over that, so that when you put the dowel in, it has some tightness around it. Then I hot glue around the bottom of the dowel so that it can stay sturdy. And then you have your little confetti stuff that you put like in your basket. There you go. But I hot glue some of them to the styrofoam so you can't see the styrofoam. And then the day of the party, I'm going to add a little bit more fluff for the centerpiece so it can look good for pictures. But you may say, Melissa, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Again, that's what you do have an event planner for. And something like this, roughly what would this cost for somebody else to do it? This probably could cost about $35, and that's just mainly on product. So they could upsell you for $40 for each centerpiece because it is time consuming. The spray paint, the glitter, it is very time consuming. But you have a beautiful product. But you guys, again, I am about DIY for those who want to save money because it is a 4th birthday party. So I took the time for that. Some things I did just go out and purchase because of my time, but this was a project that I said, I am going to pull this off. And I know I can, which I think I did. You guys let me know if I did. So we are totally excited for Gabriella turning 4, excited for what God has in store for her. And it is our only child at this moment. And so, yeah, we're going to spoil her. I don't care. But she's going to know, she's going to be appreciative of it. And birthdays are special. Like, they're totally special. And she's so excited. She does not know about Minnie and Daisy because she would drive us up the wall, asking us every day, when are they coming? When are they coming? So some things we kept a secret. And I totally advise you to do the same thing for your child, especially when they're young. And it just gives an element of surprise. I like to see people in that surprise moment when they first walk in the room of just amazed. It reminds me of my bride and groom when the reception hall is ready to be seen before the other guests. And they're just wowed. They're like, oh my gosh, this came together so well. I am so happy. I can really now party the night away. And so that's the feeling that I know kids get. And they pay attention to details. And so my daughter said, I'm a great artist when she saw this. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, so somebody asked, will the bow be pink? And I know it looks white here, but it is pink. But the fabric bow that I'm talking about, yes, it will be pink. It actually might be a brighter pink like this one. And now that I think of it, see, if I didn't need these, I would pull this off and also do that too. But I know because of my lighting, it kind of looks white, but it is a light pink here. Good question. Yes. So you guys, let me know if you have any questions. It is Ask Melissa Wednesday. Advice. It doesn't have to be about birthday party. It can be about anything with event planning on business, like how do you deal? I was interviewed today for a magazine and they asked, how do you deal with the stress of planning an event? A lot of personalities. And so that's something where you just, this is where you have a niche. For those who are in catering, like you have to have patience with your customers when they don't feel like they like the food. It really is about customers first. I remember working at Applebee's, and that's the first thing I learned about customer service. The customer is always right. No matter if they are wrong, they're always right because you want return customers. And so dealing with people is a lot different personalities, but for that's the business we're in. So that was a really good question that they did ask me. But let me know, do you have any questions? Put them in the comments. Any questions about what you saw here from the plates? If you came in late, these are the Minnie Mouse plates. Really inexpensive to do. And this is just the Minnie Mouse Daisy Happy Helpers theme. There are different other themes you can go with. I'm not sure if you guys know about, what is that show called? Sunny Day. Sunny Day is another, I think it's Disney or Nick. It might be Nick Jr. show where she's a hairstylist, but she looks like she's 7. And she goes around with her hairstylist tools and saves the day with using hairstylist items, whichever. And so Gabby was kind of really into that. But I wanted her to be a bit older because I could do a lot of wigs and do like hair styling sections with up and coming hairstylists, but then they're doing it only on the wigs. So that was a thought. So if anybody has an older child that's like 7 or 8 and thinking of doing that, you can go ahead and steal that idea. I have no problem with that. Just do it right. But that's Sunny Days type of theme and having different hair. She does nails too, so I could always get a manicurist to come in and just paint nails. So that's something for her a little bit when she gets older. Yes, this industry is not. Yes, Blossom Karen. She said this industry is not for persons that can deal with other people. Yeah, you have to be able to deal with other folks in the customer service because it's all about the customer. It is. Okay, you guys, I'm not going to keep you long. I'm excited. I can't wait to show you guys pictures of the Minnie Mouse, the Happy Helpers dance party for Gabby. We're excited. I think my husband's really waiting for this to be over because I keep talking about all the decor. And for me, I go over the top because I just feel like I have that pressure of the event planner to be almost perfect. So, okay, Andrea, I got a question. Yes, girl, go ahead. Type away. So yeah, we're totally excited. Totally excited as we wait for Andrea's question. And if you guys have questions, just let me know because I know there's a delay. What kind of activities will you be doing and making sure it's age appropriate? Right. So the first activity is going to be just having the music going. And then as they come in, we're going to do pin the bow on Minnie. So that's going to be for some of my younger folks. For the older folks, we're going to have the piñata. My husband really wanted to do that. So we're going to find, on Amazon, we found a bow piñata. We'll just fill up with some fruit snacks. I'm not really into candy. So fruit snacks and little knickknacks and whatnot for the kids. I make sure I don't, except her cousin, like her cousin is 10. That is probably the oldest child there. Everybody else is going to be between 3 to 6. So I try to keep that age range there because, after for 10, for her, she's going to just be like, it's my cousin, so I'm here. So I make sure that those activities are there. The other thing is I'm bringing the characters. So Minnie and Daisy is going to be there. And they are also doing face painting and balloon twisting. So for my older folks, they are also able to do tattoos. And the boys are really like into that, where they're like, oh, I want to have a tattoo on my arm. It's all paint, it can come off. So it makes them feel special. So that is able to happen as well. And that company does the characters, the balloon twisting, and the face painting and tattoo activities. And then after that, the characters are going to start the electric slide. Maybe, I don't know, I want them to, but I know the kids are just going to be hopping around. And then after all of that's done, you turn around, it's like 30 minutes. So we're going to say happy birthday. You guys get all your snacks, your treats. And I'm not opening up gifts there because that's just torture for the other kids. I want that too, mommy. So I know how that felt for me when Gabby was like, oh, is that my present? Is that my present? So I don't open up gifts. I don't like to do that at baby showers either, nor do I like to do it at birthday parties or bridal showers. I think it takes too much time of, let me see what gift I got type of thing versus the experience. So so that's the different range, and to make it appropriate, I try not to invite kids who are older, and I try not to have their parents be upset with me either. But it doesn't make sense. Like some of my single friends, I didn't invite them. I said, you really want to come to a 4th birthday party? Trust me, we know you love her. I'm not putting you through that torture unless you're a godmother, then you have to come. But so that's how I try to keep it age appropriate and keep activities. Balloon twisting and the face painting, that is totally awesome. As kids get older, that henna, and it really depends on the parent, because henna does last longer. It's not permanent, but it does last longer. So some parents don't like that. So that's another activity for older kids. Great question, Andrea. I'm going to stalk you now on Facebook so I can see your pictures. I like to see how moms pull off their birthdays. And I know you probably said you went crazy, but I feel like the pictures were fabulous. Awesome question. So she didn't open up their gifts either. It ended up doing dance contest. Aha, musical chairs, coloring, Play-Doh. See, I didn't want to get into that Play-Doh. Oh, I cannot stand Play-Doh. Yeah, musical chairs is good. The younger kids don't really understand it too much, but that dance contest, that's an idea. I might steal that from you. Who can do the best? I don't know what's in now. Whip Nene. I think Whip Nene is gone. And then, one thing that I'm learning with having my daughter living in a different area, I grew up in a majority Black area. And so this is not a majority Black area. It's very mixed, and she has many different nationality friends. So that's why I said Kids Bop is kind of safe for us, because I think it's a wide range where there's some songs in there that should fit everybody's culture. So that dance contest, I may just put any song on and just say, hey, do your best dance. And everybody's a winner, so that nobody feels like they lost. But that's a good one. Yeah, that's totally good, Andrea. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Stay tuned. If you want to know more information about my organization and my business, please send me a message. We could definitely talk. September is totally booked though, so please no more in September. Have more spaces in October and November, December if you're doing like holiday parties. I will have a special like I did last year, how to set up for Thanksgiving. I will have that again this year. Of course, a different theme, different ideas to give you. Yay, Noella, that's perfect. But I just wanted to come on and show you guys, as a busy mother, as a father, as a guardian, whichever you are, as a godmother, if you're putting on a birthday party, it doesn't have to be too stressful. You just got to utilize your resources to think out the box. It doesn't have to be the same old, clown party, whichever. Pinterest is a great idea. I think that start there and put in kids' birthday ideas, and I'm telling you, it will just flood your mind. You'll get so many different ideas from there, and then you can just draw down from there. So I am Melissa Jake, CEO and founder of Rescue Event Planning, and I look forward to seeing you guys next Wednesday with all of your questions. And what the topic will be, well, you have to watch social media to see what it is. Thank you guys so much for joining. Bye.